I'll go back to day 258, maybe? I don't know. I'm hot. I was just doing stuff. I don't really have anything to say or do. I just did laundry. It rained again. So many frogs everywhere. Yeah, my cat was over there on the other couch, right? And there's a end table here. And, he used to climb over it, and now he stopped. But I was on my phone, so I wasn't paying attention. And I see he was playing with a hair tie. And I'm like, oh, that's so cute. I'm going to get a video and send it to my sibling. Well, I turn to take a video. He realizes I'm paying attention, I guess. I don't know. He climbs over onto my chair, and I'm like, excuse me. That's my chair. You know you can't do that. And he is meowing at me. And I'm like, okay. So I think he's in a weird mood. Maybe he's playful, but it's kind of odd. I want to eat this chocolate really bad. So if you see me looking over that way, because I want this. So these are just the regional. This means original, like OG bar. So just this plain Kinder bar is probably my favorite chocolate in the world. It's so creamy, it melts really nicely, with just a little body heat. So it's a perfect texture, even if I don't melt it a little bit. But if I just have it next to me for a little bit, it melts. It'd be such a soft chocolate. And I know my sibling loves frozen chocolate. I'm like, don't you dare. Don't you dare. I think I mentioned it before. I think I always do. But yeah, with these, it wasn't that this is the extra long kind of one, I guess. I don't know. He's kind of bigger. He's chunky. But he's so good. What happened was that one time in university, my friend came back from Europe. He brought back a bunch of these, like, tiny ones. He's like, here you go, you guys have it. He's the one that didn't drink any water ever, so he's like, oh, of course I couldn't possibly have it. It's not healthy. I'm like, you don't drink water. But that's not the point. That's not the point. So he literally doesn't eat these because he's vegan or something. I don't know. Was he vegan? Anyways, point was he was something and he didn't eat these. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll eat a few. But I'm like, I get them all the time. Like, I can get them pretty easily, so I'm just gonna eat like one. And there's like a pile of them. I'm like, just one. So I take it, eat one, and I put the trash in front of me, like nothing of it. And then I'm like, oh no, temptation. It is real. And I take another one, and I eat it, but now I'm like, oh, I know I'm gonna eat probably about 2 more. So I put it in my pocket. I eat 2 more, I put it in the pocket, and I go, no, I'm done. So I'm staying strong. When like one person takes it and there's only one left at this point, people took it. But I had, at this point, far too many. Like, I don't know how many at this point, but far too many. I don't remember. I was saying, like, the first one I put the trash out in front of me, maybe 2, but I'm just like, I can't be the one eating all of them. So I'm like, no. And so I'm acting real coy. There's only one left. And my friend was like, oh, honey, you can just eat it. Like, did you even grab one yet? You can have it. I'm like, oh, I did, don't worry. She goes, no, just have it. I'm like, no, listen, I'm really trying hard not to eat it because you guys are all like said you didn't have them before, blah blah. I really love these. Go ahead. And she goes, you really love them? Well, now you have to have it. I'm like, no, 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 no. She was like, everyone should, should they have it? Should they have it? And everyone's like, yeah, of course. And they're like, are you like, they're like, okay, see, everyone agrees you should have it. And I'm just like, and I go, honey, I ate so many. The trash is in my pocket. And she laughs at me. She laughs and goes, if you love them so much, you definitely deserve it. And my heart broke because it was so sweet that she's like, if you love them that much, you definitely need it. Like, you definitely deserve it then. And I'm just like, it was so sweet. It was really sweet. I'm like, oh, okay. So, I don't know how many I ate. And again, it was a smaller one, the ones that are like 2/4? 2/4? That just means half. I was going to say 2/3 or 3/4 smaller than these, but I don't know how much smaller they are. Anyways, the point is that it was so sweet. She was so sweet. Honestly, it was such a sweet person, like so sweet. Did I guys ever tell you about the Thanksgiving we had? We had a hodgepodge. What's a hodgepodge? Is that a word I can use? Like, is it a cultural? I know one of those weird, like words that people bring up that people know, but people don't typically say, like often. I think it was a cultural word that I don't know if I should use, but anyways, an array of different meals from different countries like America, Costa Rica. I'll get there. I'll get there 1 second. I'll get there. Filipino. There it is. I got it. Filipino food. Where else? Oh, of course, China, Japan. Just everything. And so, a big array of different food. One person just brought spaghetti because they had it was their place, but they're like, hey, I can only afford spaghetti at that chill, and I'm like, of course. So we brought a bunch of different things, and so we had like sour shrimp soup, and we had a bunch of different things, mashed potatoes and chicken, this and that. It was just a whole array, and somebody brought just the appetizers, which were just a bunch of chips. Someone just clearly hit up, supermarket, so anything from super duper fancy and a lot, and then some of them were chips from the store, Anyway, so we go in there, and I kind of know this one girl, or one woman, one lady that was with us, and I'm sitting across from her, and I have real glasses on because I wear real glasses, so I have my real glasses on, I'm looking, and I don't know why I have this tendency to see how strong someone's glasses is by looking at how different their eyes or face looks through their glasses. But it hits me. I'm like, there's no difference. And I'm like, no, that's weird. Just don't look. That's a weird thing to do. So I'm like, yeah. So a little bit later, I go, not only is there no difference, I want to say there's no lenses. So I'm like, no, don't bring it up. So finally, we're all having a grand old time. So finally I go, hey, and she's like, yeah. And she complimented me or something. And it was just like something brought up. And I go, are those glasses real? And everyone's like, what? And I'm like, no, wait. Because I look around and only like me and her are wearing glasses. Like no one else is. So I'm like, no, it's not. I'm just like, I just want to know, are your glasses real? And I kind of like tap on my glasses, like, are they real? And she goes, oh no, they're not. She puts her finger through the lens. Okay, so yeah, so we're the only ones wearing glasses. And I'm like, tapping on mine, and she goes, "Oh no, mine are fake," and she puts her finger through, and everyone went wild. They're like, "How did you know? How did you figure out that her glasses are fake?" And I was like, "Well, you can, you can see it." And I'm like, "What?" And they're like, you can just tell." And I'm like, "Yeah, you can just tell that she has no lenses in." And everyone's like, "Oh," and she goes, "I just like the aesthetic." And I'm like, "Oh," and she goes, "Is it bad?" And again, now I'm the only one with glasses on. And yeah, I'm the only one wearing glasses. I'm the only one that needs them. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, no, go ahead, you can wear them." Because I'm like, they're super cute, and she complimented mine. But I'm like, "No, they're super." Which were those black ones? But yeah, just very funny that it was just like, everyone was like, "How did you know that she had fake glasses?" I'm just like, "Just look." I don't know. Yeah, but it was so funny to me that they. Well, I want to delete my trash. How many videos? How long? How many? 17. Okay, that's not the worst. 17 wasn't the worst amount of videos in a row not deleted. But anyways, what else? Did I talk about it? Where I was watching a stream and somebody not the person, I think I did, but I'm gonna say it anyways because screw you, this is my channel. What happened was somebody, not the one we were watching, but you good? Not the person we were watching, but the person that the person we were watching was playing with. They went off out to pee, and obviously we can only see the person we're watching. And what I assumed was somebody was refilling a cup of water. Apparently not. Apparently he really was just like didn't have his mic muted and he was peeing. So I was like, and my sister's like, "Yeah, I was kind of hoping not." And I'm like, it didn't even cross my mind that it was anything besides water or liquid getting poured into a glass. So I'm just glad that this video hasn't completely destroyed me, because that was a big fear. But anyways, I took my testosterone shot. Wasn't this Monday? Yeah, last Monday. And what happened was that I gave myself my testosterone shot, and I know it takes a few days for my refill to be refilled. Because I guess technically your refill happens at the end of the month, like when you're almost out. So I guess it makes sense that if it was last week, it's a little weird for me. I wish it was a little faster. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I clicked refill this morning. So like early this morning, so this afternoon I can go get it. Or tomorrow or whatever. Probably not tomorrow. Day after tomorrow or whatever. But what happened was I got a pop-up from the pharmacy going, "Oh, it's not available yet." And I'm like, "What do you mean it's not available yet? I wouldn't be able to place the order, like the pickup, if it wasn't available." They're like, "It will be available this date." And I'm like, "Tomorrow? Really? Tomorrow?" So instead of getting it refilled every, I was like, let me do the math. I guess it can be refilled every, yeah, every, like, on the 4th, almost on the 4th. So I picked up on like the 9th, and it was like, you can pick it up on like the 29th or 30th or whatever. So it's like, oh, so if I did it, oh, then I must have done it this week. Did I get my testosterone shot this week? Do I have? Did I do that this week? I did. Did I? God, time is hard. I should check that out. Anyways, the point is, you can't pick it up Tuesday. Did I pick it up on the 9th? Was it the 7th? Might have. Anyways, the point is, it needs to be a certain amount of time. I need to check. You know what, actually, I'm so sorry. Yes, I was right. So I did. I picked up on the, I don't know when I picked up, but I did that the week of the 5th and then the week of the 19th. So I thought, since I'm out for over a week now, I was okay to go pick it up. But I guess not. I must have picked it up on, that's so weird. I'm so confused. Do I have, now I'm really confused. I don't have one, because I gave it to myself right when I got it, I think. Well, anyways, point is, that it's like, sorry, unavailable until this date. And I'm like, okay, what's the date? And it's like, tomorrow. And it's like, okay, we'll wait until tomorrow. That's fine, that's chill. Well, I probably won't pick it up tomorrow. I'll probably pick it up the day after, but that's not the point. The point is that it was very funny to me that they're like, you can't do it. And I'm just like, well, why not? But what else is going on? I don't think there is anything. I have a list of stuff. I always say that. I have a list of stuff I gotta do. I just need to buckle down and do it. It's one of those things that I hate, though. I hate doing things. I'm just not in a doing things kind of mood, you know? I did laundry. Isn't that good enough? Yeah. Yesterday was very funny, though. My video. For me, because trying to realize that how much I changed, how much my voice changed, how much happened, and how much I still, like, the time I think back is so skewed. It's very funny to me. God, it was super embarrassing though, looking back. Super embarrassing. Don't do it. Not worth.